Hey there. I felt inspired to make this video today for a lot of people who are going through sort of just a lot of the chaotic energies that are happening right now. You might feel like you're going up and down in any given day or over several days where you just feel these really awesome, blissful, great energies. And then you drop back down and you're just like, oh, dropping down into the density of this reality and having to go, do the 3D things, pay bills, go to work, all that stuff. And I want to explain the different energies that are at play. And just from what I get intuitively, explaining the different types of people that it takes to go through these energies. So there's anchor energies and what I call egg tooth energies. And these are really like the two types of energies that are at work here. And they're so necessary, both of them. So the egg tooth energies, or what I call them egg tooth, let me explain what an egg tooth is first. It's um, a reptile or a bird that is hatching out of its shell. And it's got this temporary little tooth-like structure on its beak or nose to crack through its shell. And when it's doing that, it's literally breaking through to another dimension from its discomfort. It's outgrown the shell that it's in, and it's busting through. So it's using that egg tooth to break through. Well, there's those of us in human form who are the egg tooth. And what happens when we, who are sort of the front of the train, is what happens with us is that we are breaking out of this 3D shell. We are multidimensional beings, and we have outgrown this reality. We're actually transforming it into something that is so much higher in consciousness, so much lighter, so much more love filled. And in order to do that, we have to bust through, we have to break out of this uncomfortable shell that we've outgrown. And so one of the roles of these egg toothers, as I call them, is to, when we break through to the other side, what's happening is we're accessing a higher level of consciousness. It's literally a new dimension. And we're absorbing all of these high frequencies, these higher energies, this higher consciousness. And we're absorbing. And then at some point, just like a chicken or a turtle who's busting through that shell, it's got to take a break. It's got to come back. And it's like, whoo, I'm taking a rest. So they're settling back in and taking a rest in that discomfort. But what they're doing is, and that's kind of like us, it's almost like when you go on vacation or you go to an amusement park and you have so much fun and it's just so blissful and you're just like on this really high vibration all day. Everything just feels sunshine and rainbows and unicorns all day. And then you drop back and you got to go to work the next day to your 9 to 5. I think we all experience that in some way. That's essentially what's happening, is that we're absorbing, the egg toothers are absorbing these higher frequencies, these higher energies. And as we take a rest, we are expanding and expressing those energies out, regardless of whether we're aware of it or not. We are sharing those energies with everybody. And what the anchor energies do, they're the other type of what I consider, essential part of this process, is they are picking up on those energies and they are absorbing those energies too, but they're anchoring them in. They're really like our grounding energies, and they are anchoring into the earth, into the physical plane, so that we can have that sort of calm, steady, stable anchoring energy that those people provide. And I kind of consider the anchor energies, like, if you know anybody who's just like really even keel, just kind of just floating along, they just go by their day to day and they're just, trucking along like this, right? Those are more like your anchor energies. And the other energies, the egg toothers, are oftentimes like they're very high energy. They can get really, really excited and kind of just, go get them. They're at the front of the train, just breaking through. And I think of it kind of like Shawshank Redemption, like breaking out of prison. That's who the egg toothers are. We've got our chisel, and we're just like busting away at the shell. We're busting out of this kind of very dense environment, fear-based reality. And so these two energies, as the egg toothers are bringing those energies, these high vibrational love energies, in, the anchor energies are really doing just that. They're anchoring those energies in, and they're also spreading that out to others. And I feel like the two have this really beautiful dance between, bringing the energies in and then anchoring them in, because the anchor energies need the egg toothers to be able to help them progress more quickly. If not for the egg toothers, the anchor energies would just kind of slowly move along. The egg toothers help them speed up a little bit in terms of their spiritual progression and awareness, and helping them, access new energies. And the egg toothers need the anchor energies to help ground them, to help them stop and smell the roses and not move too fast. So a lot of times in a relationship, I know this is certainly the case for me, you've got an egg toother and you're go-getter and high energy, high speed all the time, go 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 go, and then you've got an anchor energy who's kind of like balancing things out and keeping that kind of balance in the relationship. So, well, I want to say they're both balancing each other out, but a lot of times you'll have that in a partnership or in a family or your friendships. Like, there's going to be the dynamics of those two energies in your life in some way, shape, or form. And so both are necessary for this process to help us as humanity, as a collective, to evolve out of this very dense, fear-based environment, reality, into a higher consciousness, these new dimensions that we're tapping into. And so it's super frustrating as we're experiencing this. And I think we all sort of experience some of this chaotic energy and difficult energies. We all have our challenges. We're all faced with these energies. And I think we can all be egg toothers and we can all be anchor energies, but you have a tendency to be more of one than the other. And so I just wanted to share this with anybody who's feeling just a lot of really scrambled energies right now. I know that all the solar flares and CMEs and plasma streams and everything hitting the earth, those can be really intense, and it can amplify some of those energies that we're feeling. But as you are pulling in that energy, if you're an egg toother or you're an anchor energy and you're feeling yourself in one of those really great high vibrational places, I talked about, well, I call it hints of heaven, because it literally, it's so blissful, it feels so good, you can't put a word to it. It's unexplainable. It's this just very, very light feeling. I talked about it in one of my recent video about hints of heaven and glimpses, and it's as we're breaking through to the other side, as we are multidimensional beings, we are accessing these higher frequencies. So as we're feeling that, I highly encourage you to just sit and absorb, take the time and really just be in the moment and absorb those energies, because you are just sucking them in. You're like a sponge, and just take the opportunity when it presents itself and just soak that in, so that when you, I don't want to say drop back down, but when you kind of come back into your shell and you're taking that rest period, you're going to be feeling better than you would if if you're just not I guess recognizing that that's what's happening. I think it has more of an impact if you're aware that you're absorbing those energies and that that's what you're doing, and consciously aware that you are a very powerful being. You are expanding in love, and you're sharing that with everybody in your life. Every life that you touch is affected by your energy. And so for any of you who are experiencing these energies, I wish you all of the best, and just know that you are not delusional, you're not crazy, you're not bipolar. I guess you probably have to be a little bit crazy to be able to, for us to pull something off like this, but you're not any of those things. You're just an egg toother. So thank you for all that you do. We need you. We need your energy and your love. And thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon.